Okay, we are going ahead to work with charts. That's the next item. And just like we did with the other graphical illustrations, we are going to look at how to make a chart using existing information. Remember what we did last time? We went ahead and made a copy of our table because we already had this information. So I select the table, Control C. I've made a copy and it remains within the application's memory that you have copied. Click where you'd like the chart to go, and again we go to insert, because the insert menu is where you insert many of the different elements or items into Word. And this time we are going to select the chart tool, add a chart, and we go ahead and click on that. um, our data could either use column or bar graph, but we shall go ahead and use, you could also use the line graph, but we're going to use a column chart. You can click on the clustered column, and or you can choose any of the other variants that are there, and we are going to click OK for this. Okay, so when we click OK, you'll notice that the chart is brought into the document. Okay, my computer is taking some time, it could have a lot of information. So there we are, a chart is put into the document, and it also has an Excel document at the top. You have to feed in the data over here, so you can go ahead and just start typing in the different information you have, but we are going to make a copy. So I'm going to just increase this so that you can see what I'm doing. I am going to right click in cell A1 in the first and top cell. I right click and I'm going to choose the option paste. Okay, and when I paste, it will put the data which I had copied earlier. Okay, and that means now the table that was inserted into, not the table, sorry, but the graph that was inserted into the document is going to have the information that was in the table. Okay, so I go ahead and close out or X out of this chart, and when you look below, our data has been placed into a chart, and it's up to you to change or work with the chart. Just like all the other objects we've been dealing with, you have a chart tool menu that appears when you select the chart. It's up to you to change the chart type if you want, to change the colors, to add other elements that can be placed, and you can just take a moment to try out all these. I'll just change the chart title by clicking on the word chart title. I click once and I just begin typing. Let's call this Q1 sales. Okay, and I press the enter key to go down. I thought I would enter and put it in, but there we have our Q1 sales and we have our data there. I'm going to go ahead and save this. I hope you can see my work. Save and keep this work looking good. Next, we need to use a text box. How do we put our information into a text box? Don't forget that I had already copied the table, so I'm not going to go back up to the top to copy. The copy is still right there within the memory or on the clipboard, and I'm going to go ahead and paste. Just let me put my cursor where I would like it to appear. You'll notice that I'm almost at the end of the document, so let me just create a new page. Remember the shortcut for a new page, Control Enter, and we get onto a new page. So this time we're going to click on Insert, and we are going to go to the right side, and we have the option Text. And on the text menu, we are going to select Text Box. Okay, so there we go. And we select the type of text box. I'm going to click the simple text box. and the text box will be placed into the document. If you're doing this manually, you go ahead and just begin typing what you want to put in. But in our case, I would like to put in my table and the information within there. So I'm just going to press Ctrl V, that is paste, or you can right click and you choose the option paste. Okay. There are different types of pasting. You can keep source formatting, or you can merge the formatting, or you can put in your work as plain text into the text box. It's up to you how you'd like your information to be placed within. Let me keep text only and remove the table. So you'll notice that my information has been put in a text box. I would like to change how the text box appears. Let me go ahead and give it a thicker border so that my information can clearly be seen. I will also change the outline type. Let me use these big dashes, and I could change the color. Let me use green. So there we go. I would like my information to be in the center. Let me see if I can do that. No, it doesn't work. Hold on. Let me select the text and place it all in the center. I hope you saw what I did. I selected all the text and I placed it all in the center of the document. You can increase this, make it smaller, but there we go. We have our text right there within our text box. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save this to Control S.